This is Andy Thayer with Graystack Media, and we're here at a memorial birthday party for Lori Cannon, a legend in the LGBTQ plus community here in Chicago, on her birthday. And I have the pleasure of talking with another legend in our community, one Tracy Baim, who wears many hats. One of them, longtime publisher for Windy City Times and many other projects besides. Tracy, could you tell people what Lori meant to you personally?
Even though I've been in journalism for 41 years covering the LGBTQ community, Lori Cannon was probably a better reporter than almost all of us. She had the news first and foremost. I cannot say how many scoops she gave me. Sadly, so many of them were about people who were passing. Lori was this incredible spiderweb connector to our community, and I absolutely feel less connected to the community since she passed last year. For so many people, she was their mother, their sister, their caretaker, their friend. For me, she was all of those things, really, and including one incredible source. People just trusted her because she was a reciprocal friend. It was a two-way street for Lori. She never was expecting anything that she wouldn't do for somebody else, for people to help her. I regret that she, in the end, probably worked herself in a way that didn't take care of herself. So many people would have stepped up for her. I feel sad that it was such a sudden loss, so that so many people didn't get to say goodbye. Today was a way for everybody to say goodbye and happy birthday at the same time. So happy birthday, Lori Cannon.
And we're in a different political situation, social situation now, but the thing that's in common is it's a difficult situation. What do you think Lori's legacy is, and as to how we can move forward in this present situation?
The work of Lori Cannon, ACT UP, and so many others during the 1980s and 1990s is absolutely a good playbook for what's happening today. There was no support for the LGBTQ community in the 1980s. In fact, once they knew we were there, they vilified people. They called them. They called people with hemophilia innocent victims, which by default meant that gay men were guilty victims. There was so much about that era of people fighting back. One thing that people think about, if they even know about ACT UP in this generation, is they think it was this massive movement, but it was not. There were sometimes I would cover a Queer Nation protest with two people, Robert Castillo and John Pennycoff, and there were ACT UP events that were 10 or 30 people. Once in a while, it was a national protest that attracted a couple thousand people. It does not take very many people to change the world. I am so heartened by the volume of people that show up and show out for people now, including the trans protests that happened throughout Chicago. That could not have happened in the 1980s. The most important thing that's different now for our community to understand is people are coming out younger, which means also that we have allies. Yes, we have enemies, but we have more allies than we have ever had in the history of humankind. And some of the best of them are the parents of trans kids who are fighting and moving their kids to safety in ways that didn't happen back then. So I am heartened by the movement now, and Lori Cannon was a foundational person to building that kind of hope through resistance.